I'm awake. I just had to get some things. Had to get some coffee.
Jackson Street, Sweet A here in Newton. Same great taste. The best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton.
Keep your home safe with home scan inspections. Our licensed and accredited professionals know exactly what to look for in order to prevent safety hazards and costly defects that may be found in your home. Ask about our free roof and termite inspections to ensure all areas are covered. Visit homescaninspector.com or send a text to 770-855-5678. Home Scan Inspections, where knowing matters.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lewis Blinken. I'm a counselor that works here in the Metro Atlanta area. I'm offering my services as a counselor. Contact me if you need my services at my website, www.flourish2live.org. Or you can reach me at my number, 470-215-0167. If you're in need of counseling services, please reach out. We can do in-person and online services are available.
The House of Light brings clarity to your soul, offering a safe space for healing through
Good morning.
practitioners, services, classes, and wisdom, plus the tools
Easy Money,
to
what's
support
up?
you in our retail space.
I do hope the Cowboys win too. As long as they're not playing the Falcons, I'm all for your Cowboys, brother. We got predictions out. I predicted. I went with them this week.
It's scorching hot out there, friends. The best way to beat the heat is to stay hydrated. And Water Treat in Newton has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant alkaline water. Swing by for quick and easy drive-through pickup and check out their selection of health-boosting options. Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Treat in Newton.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not only cares about your teeth, but is friendly to work with? How about one that offers great deals and new patient promotions? Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eaton, Georgia is committed to giving you the
They are America's team, by the way. There you go. Good morning, Ryan and Barley, and say good morning to Easy Money. I had to have coffee. We're going to talk to Coach Tommy Lewis first, and then we'll get into the rest of the show.
That bright white smile you've always wanted by taking advantage.
I want to let everybody know that a week from today is September 11th, and I do an annual September 11th tribute show. So that's coming up next Wednesday. Probably the only radio personality that has not forgotten. Which of these cartoon characters would make a perfect horror villain? You know, with Mickey, Steamboat Willie, not Mickey Mouse, but Steamboat Willie, Winnie the Pooh, they all turned into horror villains. We got Bugs Bunny, the Smurfs. I think that'd be scary. Little blue things attacking you. Tom and Jerry or Scooby-Doo. Most of y'all have hit Bugs Bunny so far. Would be a perfect horror victim. What's up, Doc? Crunch. Still eating a carrot, he'd be eating somebody's head. I don't know.
Are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ Commando of the 45 Severe Radio Show, where I play all vinyl 45s. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, Newton, Georgia.
Welcome into period number 1 of RyanORadio Penitentiary. 3 periods of nonstop play. We got it kicked off here with you, and coming up, Coach Tommy Lewis is going to join us. You got that right. Coach Tommy Lewis is joining us this morning. Can you believe it? I can't. We're going to kick it off. We're going to talk about the War Eagles winning. That's shortly. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary, and you know what? We're here with you. Oh, I'm the game. All right. 50,000 plus up to 78,000 plus up your worldwide. On that shoutcast, shout it out loud. Across that RyanORadio media page, which featured on 25 different streaming platforms, including iHeartRadio and Amazon Prime. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, Also across Earth, Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and 25 different real and internet radio stations across my good friends Earth Rock Radio on the Navajo Nation. We're across 99.1 FM WQEE The Key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and headline news. We're also at WZEV 90.5 FM in Lineville, Alabama. Good morning to you. Good evening to you. Good afternoon to you. And if I don't see you again, a good night. And to my haters, I got this to say to you. Whether they like it or not, I am the man around here, and we're going to get ready to go to the man himself inside the coach's corner where Coach Tommy Lewis is coming up shortly. That's right. So stay with us. We're going to have him kick off the show with us this morning, but I got to say hello to Crispies in London. Easy Money is my Dallas Cowboys. I picked them this week. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan there. I picked them this week in the Picks to Hit. Also, Martin all the way, early morning hours. Our elder statesman is up with us all the way out there in Washington State. And Bali, my friend Bali. We're going to talk with Coach Tommy Lewis. We didn't get to talk to him on Monday, so we're going to talk with him this morning, Bali, head football coach of the Landmark Christian War Eagles. Plus, we got a lot more stuff in store for you. We're going to be talking a little bit of headline news. We'll talk about some of the stuff that's going on in the headlines. We'll get you 4 dead in a shooting in Chicago. We'll also talk about Pope Francis arriving in Indonesia. And the Vatican is telling you, well, divine intervention and supernatural may not be allowed. We'll talk about what the Vatican is doing there. A California firm wants to make sunshine at night. Oh, yeah. There's some strange and unusual, weird Wednesday. We were supposed to have Randy Rocket Cody with us this morning, but I haven't heard from him. Hope he's doing all right. But, hey, that's how it goes. We're about at 65 degrees in Noonan, 67 in Atlanta, 68 in Auburn, Opelika, and 66 in Lineville. Good morning. That's your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. You and I don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Mike and the crew can exterminate and lay the smack down just for you. Good morning, Matt. How you doing this morning? The Matt and Connie in Tennessee this morning. The Vatican. Yes, you want to know about that? Coming up, we're going to talk about the Vatican. Good morning to you guys, and that's our listener takeover. The Vatican is saying that there's going to be some new guidelines to whether divine intervention and supernatural is allowed or something. I guess if it happens to you, they're going to have to look into it to make sure it's not somebody just pretending, I guess they're saying. So there you go. Well, I don't know. Toothy, Little Z, how you doing this morning? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you, young lady. F12B, 1 fees. I bought a mini Highland cow yesterday. It jumped out of the truck window, but she's okay. There you go. I know, Bali, it is BS. That's what we're going to talk about a little later on. As we get Coach Tommy Lewis coming up in just a few moments, which of these cartoon characters would make the perfect horror villain? Bugs Bunny's got 75% of the votes. The Smurf with 12% of the votes. That'd be scary. Scooby-Doo, 12% of the votes. And Tom and Jerry, you wouldn't want neither one of them chasing you. I mean, Winnie the Pooh and Piglet came after you. So there you go. That's pretty much what it's about. I'm doing good. Thank you, Little Z, as well as Crispies. I hope you're having a great afternoon. Pope is part of the British deep state, says. Bali. Well, you know what? I just think I think they all do that stuff in front of us and don't care. I think they're just going to come after us. But yeah, what it is the Pope, what you're saying, and I agree with you as we get ready to go into the interview in just a few moments. What I think you're saying, being a deep state, what I feel they are is I believe he's jealous that you Bali might have an experience with the supernatural with God, and God told you something. It's like, no, Bali can't be told that. He's not a believer. Only I can be told. That's what I think that they're going to be getting into. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Imagine an AI robot of Scooby-Doo going around hunting people, says Crispies. There you go. There you go. That's true. That's true. Thank you. Good morning, Bradley. How you doing this morning? And Matt says, Ryan, you're super smart with a heart of gold. I appreciate that. We're going to take a break. What's up, Doc Brown from down under in Australia? It's late night there. I got my coffee. Hope you got yours. Bradley said he's just woke up, just getting up out of that bed. Get that coffee, that Red Bull, whatever, Monster Energy drink. Coming up, we're going to do it early. We got Coach Tommy Lewis joining us right after the break. We're going to talk about those War Eagles' big win over Towers this past weekend and get ready for this big game in high school football. Plus, we got a lot of other wonderful things to talk about this morning, so stay with us.
South Brisbane, the smile is 21 out of 10. You know, Aflac can help keep unexpected health care costs from ruining someone's finances.
Oh, wait, I already got that in there, didn't I?
You see that coverage? With that wingspan, I see why you got more rings than a cell phone. There's always room for one more. Yeah.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac.com. Active Pest Control offers the best services and prices to protect your home. Offering both.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
I'm well. How you doing?
I'm doing good on this Wednesday morning.
Yeah, a little different on Wednesday.
Yes, it is. Good morning, Pete. Good morning, Terry C. Guys, I'll get with you here. We're gonna do our interview first, and then we'll say hello to you guys too. They're just joining us on the YouTube. Yeah, I wanted to do it because you guys had that win, so I didn't want to miss out this week.
Yes, sir. Well, no, and I appreciate that. We had an open date this week, so
Oh,
I figured we still would have something to talk about. But anyway, that's okay. I appreciate you having us on.
okay. Well, I wasn't even looking at the schedule. I was thinking there was another game coming up, and I wanted to get this done before that. But that's awesome.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we have an open date this week, and then we got South Atlanta at home next week.
Okay. All right. Well, Monday we'll just talk about South Atlanta then.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep. So we'll have this much time anyway, so we'll just be able to concentrate on that.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, how much time do we have with the 7:15 time slot?
Oh, we got up till time. You need to get into class. I don't want to make you late for class.
Okay, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I got to be there at 7:45.
So we can be done before then.
Okay, great.
Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Put this down here. We'll go on right after this break. What's up, Easy Money? Hey, good morning to you, Matt. You're not going to believe it. I went to ZZ's Top's house last night. Oh, you did? I'm jealous you went to ZZ Top's house last night, Matt.
Please join us every week Wednesday from 10 to 11.
There we go.
Hello, everyone. This is DJ
Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary, and you hear that in the background. You guys know what that music is. That's a little War Eagle for you. That's right, because this morning we're bringing him to you on a Wednesday instead of a Monday and a little early. He's the head football coach of those winning Landmark Christian War Eagles. Please welcome our friend from Landmark Christian, the one, the only Coach Tommy Lewis. Good morning, Coach.
Hey, good morning, Rhino. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm ecstatic. 2 weeks in a row. You know, I'm doing a little War Eagle dance for you guys right now. It's so excited for the big wins. This year it's kind of started off fantastic for you guys.
Well, yes, sir. We've taken our lumps, though.
Of course.
We started off with actually a loss in our scrimmage.
Right.
Against Riverdale, and then lost our opening game against Kip Atlanta. But to win 2 in a row, that constitutes a streak.
I guess it is.
About that, and didn't realize it, but this is the first time program's been 2-1 since 2016. I read that in the media, one of the media posts earlier this week. So we're very excited, and guys are flying high. That's for sure.
Well, I'm excited. I know you guys got an open date this week. I found that out a few minutes ago off the air, but I'm so excited because I wanted to get you on this week because of the win over Towers, which is not a team that anybody should take lightly out there. You guys did very well this past Thursday night. It was a Thursday night game a little earlier in the week, which a lot of times knocks a lot of teams off of their focus. But you guys stayed focused for this past weekend. So let's talk about the positives about this past weekend and some of the upgrades that you need to go into 2 weeks from now with your home game again against your next opponent. First, what were the good that happened over Thursday night?
Yes, sir. Well, like you mentioned, Rhino, Thursday night can throw a team off a little bit, especially coming off of Friday, playing a Friday before.
Right.
So it makes for a short week preparation. And Towers actually had an open date prior to playing us on Thursdays. They really had 2 weeks to prepare. So we're very, very excited about our guys responded. And not only did we have to overcome the short week, there was a 45-minute to an hour lightning delay.
Right
before halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time it was 18-13. That's just under 4 minutes to go in a half. They just scored. Towers just scored to go up 18-13.
Right.
And so so they had the momentum. We get a lightning delay. Have to wait to come back out on the field. But we were able to put together a little drive and sneak in a 40-yard field goal right before halftime to make it 18-16. The officials decided it would be a shortened half, try to make sure we got the game in on time before curfew in DeKalb County. And so there was like a 6 to 10 minute halftime and had to rock and roll again in the second half. But our guys really responded to everything, and we were able to come away with a 35-18 victory. So very, very proud of our young men for sure. Yeah,
I mean, it definitely was. I mean, Towers wasn't an easy team to come from behind. It wasn't an easy team to play. And like you said, they had themselves an off week, so they were 100% rested compared to a week before. But I'm so proud that you guys, and you got this 2-1 going on to the season so far. We're a couple of weeks away. You got an open date this week. So as we get ready for that open day this week, before we talk about what your preparation going into next Friday night's game is, what were some of the things you're going to have to work on going into the remainder of this week and next week with the guys?
There were obviously some things that we need to work on. It wasn't a perfectly played game by any stretch, but the things to build on. We always want to build on the positive, correct the negative, and to build on, of course, was our mentality. Being able to stay focused. Our defense played a whale of a game. defensive score, a special team score on a block punt. So that was really, really solid. And again, our guys were able to lock in right after that lightning delay and get a nice drive going to get a field goal in before halftime. So lots of positives to build on there. One of the things we need to correct for sure is ball security. We had a couple of fumbles that we lost. So that's one thing that we need to definitely work on. Would love to get a few more turnovers. I mean, not that the defense didn't play well, but
right.
A little more focus on creating turnovers.
Exactly.
Focus on our ball security, make sure we take care of the ball, don't turn the ball over. I think it's kind of a focus in this off week, in this open date week.
Don't Sounds good. And as we head into opponents next week, who do you guys got on the docket next Friday night?
Yeah, we've got an open date this week, Rhino, like you alluded to. And so next week we'll be at home against South Atlanta High School. Another program not to be trifled with it whatsoever. Last time we met up with them, it was in the 2A playoffs 2 seasons ago. And so they're a very good program. Got a lot of talent on the field, and so we'll have our work cut out for us. We need to play very fundamentally sound.
Right.
One of the things the guys have been doing really well on defense is really doing well with gap integrity. Getting better each week at tackling. We're going to have to be very good tacklers against them. They have a lot of solid ball carriers and guys that can do things with the ball in their hands. So we've got to be very, very good tacklers, flying to the football on defense, and then offensively we just need to execute. We expect to see some man-to-man defense. So we need to win the one-on-one battles there on the perimeter, and of course we need to win the one-on-one battles up front in the trenches. So we'll definitely have our work cut out for us, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Definitely so. And like you said, you talked about playing these guys a couple of years ago. And of course, South Atlanta's probably coming in expecting to do what they did in that game, but they're not. They've got to watch the last 2 weeks. They've got to see that Landmark is going to be ready for them next Friday night. So I know they're going to be prepping themselves up really big, expecting a good game with you guys. What time is that kickoff, and when should we, as fans, be out there ready to cheer on our War Eagles?
Yes, sir. Well, we kick off all of our home games are 7 p.m. So make sure you get there early. It should be a great crowd. It's my understanding that South Atlanta travels well, so we expect a big crowd, and of course our Landmark fans will be there. So get there early to get you good seats, and we'll kick off at 7 p.m. And again, it should be a very good game. Our guys are locked in, and they're not intimidated though. Towers beat us 58-0 the year before.
Yep.
And so so I know our guys are looking forward to the challenge of overcoming a team that's beaten us in the past, and I know South Atlanta won't be taking us lightly, so they'll be ready. So it should be a great ball game.
That's so true, Coach. I'm so proud of the team this year, and we know we brought up some guys from the JV team, the squad last year. We know we had a lot of coming back for some of your juniors going into seniors. How is some of those young men this season as leadership roles, and the seniors, especially the seniors in leadership roles, have taken the helms on the field and the reins on the field as they prepared for these last 2 big wins?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. These guys have really taken on, a newer, different identity, but certainly they've not let the past hold them back.
Right.
These guys are really locked in on improving each week and making sure that the rest of our young guys stay locked in. Nobody takes anything for granted. They know that we have a lot to overcome from last year, but like you mentioned, a lot to build on from last year's JV season. They had a successful season, so these young guys that are moving up now, have the mindset that we can win. Our focus, really, Rhino, is really to try to just improve each week,
right,
and treat each each rep like a game rep in practice, so that
Right.
in the game we're really focused on each play, having the mindset that can be the play that makes a difference. But when that play's over, it's, on to the next play. And so when we lock in on just making sure we're improving, making sure we play each play like that's the play that's the game changer,
Right.
then we know that the score will take care of itself.
Definitely so. And I enjoy that and enjoy hearing more about that. And we'll talk about South Atlanta on Monday when we have you back on the show and get prepared for that week. But of course, God has blessed you for to have a week off this week for the weekend for you. I know you're still going to be preparing all week and going into next week with work as well as on the field, but you're going to have some time to actually see week 2 of college football and the first official week of NFL action coming up this week. And I know you're going to be keeping up with some of your opponents out there as well this season. So what are you most excited about this coming up weekend in the NFL as well as college football?
Well, like you mentioned, as far as NFL, it's just being able to see everybody out on the field, seeing it, how everybody handles that week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Always exciting to see those professionals take the field and put everything that they've been working hard on in the off season, put it all together, for all the fans in game 1, week 1. So that'll be fun, just seeing everybody out on the field. As far as college football, I guess week 2/week 3.
Yep.
I'm looking for my LSU Tigers to bounce back. Number 1.
I know.
But yeah, we a lot of the same teams are right up there at the top.
Exactly.
Georgia won big against a solid team. The War Eagles down in Auburn, they won big against Alabama State, I think.
Alabama A&M, yep.
Okay, yeah, there you go. And I know they're looking to build
Some more War Eagles.
things moving forward. But yeah, the SEC stays strong. Michigan played a solid game. So they're looking to defend their title, and so should be a great weekend of college football, like you mentioned, Rhino. So we're looking forward to it for sure.
Definitely so. And last weekend was a great weekend for all War Eagles around. I was excited, so that's made me happy. And then the Crimson Tide coming with a brand new coach. There was a lot of naysayers. Of course, you had Pat McAfee, which everybody don't know. He's a wrestling announcer at times. Him jumping around on Nick Saban, and Nick Saban, the class act he is going, what's this crazy guy doing? But the biggest question was how Alabama coaching staff was going to do with this team. And I think that first game kind of proved that we're going to see the Alabama of yesteryear under a new reign, I would say.
Yeah, no, I think that Alabama staff showed that they were ready to take over the reins, and Kalen DeBoer's done a nice job. And equally so, I think the players have done a great job of responding. It would have been real easy for that group to say, oh man, our head coach, Coach Saban has been a champion for so long and done such a great job there. Is gone, and it could have been open for a real letdown. But both the coaching staff and the players, really put on a show. And so, I don't think Alabama's going anywhere. I think they're going to be right in the mix once again.
That's right. I think so too. And is there any D2, D3 schools you're excited to see this weekend?
Of course.
I know.
My boys are playing. Tobias is at Shorter University. And actually, they open up tonight.
Okay.
They have a home game tonight against Mississippi College. So
Wow.
I'll leave for practice, go straight up there and catch his game tonight at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then Mars Hill, Mike is at Mars Hill and up in North Carolina. They opened up last week actually, and they had this week off. So
Excellent.
But those two programs, Division II programs, will always be following.
Yep.
And then of course, we have plenty of in-state great Division II programs to keep up with between West Georgia, Valdosta State, Albany State.
Yep.
bunch of programs right here in Atlanta. So we'll be keeping our eyes on the scoreboard for sure.
For sure. Well, Coach, before we let you go and get to it and get into class, go ahead and tell us anything you want to talk about, what's going on at Landmark, any of that good stuff going on there.
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, all of our fall sports are in full swing, between cross country, volleyball, and softball, and of course our cheerleaders are supporting our football program. So we always appreciate everything they do to bring school spirit to our game, and then all of our schools in full swing academically and with the arts, and would love for anybody out there, any of your listeners that want to check Landmark out, please come by and make an appointment with our admissions team. They would love to show you around.
Sounds good. Well, anything else you'd like to add, Coach, before we let you get out of here and get to class?
Well, appreciate you working us in, Ryan. I really appreciate you working us in with that Labor Day holiday.
No problem.
You were able to get us in this morning on Wednesday. Really appreciate that, and appreciate you folks at WQEE and everything you do for our community. Thanks so much for having us on. Thank
you. Back in a moment. That's been Inside the Coach's Corner with our favorite head football coach, Coach Tommy Lewis from the Landmark Christian War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Back in a moment. All right, Coach.
All right, brother. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you, brother.
No problem. We'll talk to you Monday.
Yep, looking forward to it.
All right. Have a good day.
Have a great one. Yes,
You
sir.
too.
You too.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye. Good morning there, everybody. Terry C is dropping in. Randy, I got to get your daily devotion in for me. Jason, what's up? Working security is boring. YouTube is a good time passer. I know, brother. At least I can do something to kind of pass your time, right? At least this show won't get you in trouble if somebody did show up and say, "What are you looking at?" Well, this crazy guy on the internet from Georgia. They'll say, "Oh, okay, all right, he's all right." Sometimes. Good morning, everybody. Martin and Martin, Terry C. The Patriots on with us. Good morning, Randy. Good morning, Matt, of course. Share Bear, hello to you. Thank you for being with us. Z is in the house. It's been a long time. You have an amazing day, too. I'm sorry. Pete, good morning to you, my brother. CDP is on with us. Jimmy is on with us as always. And everybody, Pepper. Did I see Pepper's name? I'm not sure. Bolly, I know, is with us. So there we go. Doc Brown, all the beautiful people are with us.
Plus the tools to support you in our retail space.
Are you looking for a dog trainer with positive reinforcement that helps bond?
Yes, I like that one, Randy.
To have customized training in your
Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. Amen.
Rosemary has extensive certification in dog psychology, is an AKC certified evaluator, and Victoria Stowell certified training team. Check out Pits and Pals Facebook for more information. Rosemary wants to remind you to adopt, don't shop. Save a life at Coweta County Shelter today.
Sun newspaper serving Lafayette and Chambers County, Alabama, with all your local news, sports, public announcements, and more. Locally owned and operated. Sun News can be found in your local businesses throughout the area. The best advertising rates. Start your subscription today at epaper.wilcoxnewspaper.com or 334-864-8885. Sun News, Lafayette, and Chambers County, Alabama's only local news source.
One, two.
County Force is Newman's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services.
I'm going to read that one for you.
Family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information.
Had to get Coach on this morning. He had class, though. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of fun stuff to talk about, too. Weird Wednesday, ABC, if you're there. I think he said he had a story yesterday.
God loves you, cares about you, and wants to instruct and guide you in his word. So I can tell you, Sunday at 11 a.m. and Tuesday at 11 a.m., tune in so your life can be radically changed forever because God's love and care.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bruce Blinken. Thanks for joining us the show in which we talk about things that can help you improve your life, improve your mental health, and help you to get your life back in balance. Our goal here is to provide information that's both scientific and prolific.
All right, there you go. Join him today at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the network with Health, Happiness, and Harmony Hour. That's Dr. Lewis Boynton. His session is booked, and you can listen, and also you can stream it all through everywhere. We're at 78,000 plus of you streaming wide on Shoutcast, Shout It Out Loud across the RyanORadio media page for Neal show, the RyanORadio Penitentiary. We're on 25 different streaming platforms, including iHeartRadio as well as Amazon Prime. Earth Rock Radio got us on 25 radio stations, internet radio stations as well, included in there. We're all over the Navajo Nation. Good morning to them from Pete as well. In Noonan, and we're across 99.1 FM WQEE, the Key, Atlanta's only news source for real news, inspirational news, sports, and more. Thanks to Coach Tommy Lewis for joining us this morning. We're about almost 20 minutes away from the top of the hour, 65 degrees here in Noonan, 66 in Atlanta, 67 in Auburn, Opelika, and 65 in Lineville as they're listening to us on 90.5 FM over there in Lineville. Good morning to them. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. We appreciate you. Randy's on with us. We're going to say hello to everybody as well, but Randy's dropped in a daily devotion that I want to say is sponsored by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue in the metro Atlanta area, Noonan. Sunday mornings, you're invited out at 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. and 10:30 services are outside under the tent, as well as some inside as it's cool, it's warming up and cooling off. But also 6:30 is for the hip, cool kids. Transforming lives for Jesus' sake. Pastor Jimmy Ellison invites you out. All right. Randy has put Mark 12:17 out of the Bible today. He says, Jesus says unto them, render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. Ooh, that's a good one. Good morning, everybody. The Patriot is on with us. Z is on with us this morning as well. Matt Bear, good morning to you. Got to say hello to everybody that's with us here. The Patriot, Martin and Martin. Martin, of course. Bolly has been with us for a while. Martin's been with us for a while. Little Z has been with us for a while. Different Z is on with us as well. Agent 36 is on. Agent 36. Agent 36. Agent CDP. What's up in the house? Doc Brown has been with us. And Jason has joined us as well. Along with Terry C. I make sure I say Terry C. I better say my truck driver because we can do truck driver news pretty soon on the show just for him. Pete Davis, we told you, was with us as well. Matt has been with us for a while. Him and good morning to him and Connie. Hope Connie's doing very, very well. So good morning to everybody on our feed. Sweet Leaf, good morning to you. Tim, Bob, Sue, and Rodney K there. Robert in Australia. Eliza is joining us. Good afternoon to her over in South Africa on the YouTube. We'll say good morning to Alice, Michael, Tom, and Tom is on there now. That's Tom's on there. Michael, David, Tom, and then we say hello to Helen as well as Vicky in Canada, Sweet Robert in Australia, Kiko in Japan, konnichiwa to her, and we'll say hello going to Diana in South Wales and Sarah in New Zealand. There you go. There you go. Well, I don't know if I'm going to make fun of people because that's not very godly. Just because they do it on the networks, which they're falling in ratings, losing money. They attacked me yesterday, guys. You want to know something? They attacked the radio station page for us sharing news. Regular news. For me, they attacked us. So somebody, and it wasn't an attack by some federal government or something. It was attacked by my fellow media people that were like, why are you sharing regular news? We don't like that. Because when Facebook sent it back to me, they said it was some content that was shared. They took all my content off of yesterday. They did. They took it all off yesterday. I'm sitting here going, wait a minute. I've talked to UPI. which is one of the news sources I use, and they're all right with me sharing their stuff. The Atlanta TV stations are all right with me sharing their stuff. So, and all that good stuff. So I don't know. H.C. Reese told you about it yesterday. Yep. Don't worry. God has a humor too, Ryan. Make fun. Yeah, God has a humor, but he doesn't make fun of human beings. I mean, he makes fun of racists. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. God loves everybody. He, even the people we don't like, even the people that don't believe. God loves us all. Am I right, Randy? God loves everybody. Randy's going to kick me. I'd rather have a radio show, Share Bear. Thank you, sister. Where is yours? I didn't see it. My brother, Patriot, is not put what he normally puts in there. I need it. Where's my 3 G's at? Where's my 3 G's at? God, guns, and guts. Where's my 3 G's at? Where's my 3 G's at? You had to put them in there. Where's my 3 G's at? I expect you to put them in there. Matt says she needs prayers today. She got in a poison ivy. God, Connie. We'll pray over Conley this morning that she's in poison ivy. We pray for her that she gets feeling better. We know that's bad. They got that little pink stuff that you put on you. I know. Everybody knows what that is. It keeps you from me itching. Oh, there you go. Where's my 3 G's at, Patriot? There it is. God, guns, and guts. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now I feel like normal. I want you guys to know next Wednesday is September 11th, 9/11. And right here at RyanORadio Penitentiary, you know what I do? Calamine lotion. That's it. I do a tribute to that every year. I have not forgot, because I remember when it happened. I have not forgot, and I will not forget. I'm going to do a tribute to all the fallen people on September 11th, from those that were killed and murdered, I'd say murdered by terrorists, to all of our first responders and everything. So I will be doing a special show next week on that. So they might not like that one. Yeah, you got to put the ammos in there too, Martin. So, and Martin M's like, good, I'm glad you're doing it. I appreciate it. Poopy Pie, good morning to you as well. It's a little late on saying hello to the listener takeover, but I had a great guest on it first. Sun is coming out. But I want everybody to know that's what we're going to be doing next Wednesday. It's September 11th, and I'll have a special dedication to all those people. So I'll be putting that show together. I'll probably try to put that over the weekend together for Wednesday. So I don't think I'm going to have a guest next Wednesday. If I do, it'll be in the final period, but we're going to be definitely doing that. Now that is funny, Patriot. He said, Bolly says, what? Sounds like Harris wrote that last statement you made. Not sure what you believe. Bolly said, never believe, not to believe, none to believe, and nothing to believe. Well, I know you don't, but I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you to believe. Believe me, I'm going to get you to believe. I'm going to show you what a real follower of Christ is. But right now, I know you know what you understand yet. But, I'm going to get you. Anyway, Daniel says the Smurfs being possessed by demons would be a scary movie. You and me are thinking alike. I told you were Southern, brother. Missouri, and they won big over the weekend in college football. Told you were Southern. I told you being in the SEC made you guys Southern. I don't care where Missouri is supposed to be located. They're Southern state. We're thinking alike there. And, of course, we adopt elder statesman Martin as a Southerner, too. So there you go. Poopy Pie said, laugh out loud, Papa Smurf getting burned in the pet cemetery would be wild. Yes. And for those of you that want to know what my listeners are talking about, Sweetleaf says, yeah, please tell us. Which of these cartoon characters would make a perfect horror villain? Steamboat Willie is coming out with the Mickey, how you would say Mickey Mouse is going to be horror. You had Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. So which of these cartoon characters would make a perfect horror villain? Bugs Bunny, 53% of the votes so far. Scooby-Doo coming in second place at 25% of the votes. The Smurfs, I think, would be pretty scary, 12% of the votes. And Tom and Jerry at 9% of the votes. There you go. Daniel says the Dixie line runs through my front yard. There you go. Put Dixieland. A little Jackal song for you. You're Dixie. You're here with us. Gil says Ren and Stimpy. God, Ren and Stimpy would be good too. Oh, Lord, it would be good. That is scary. Sweet Leaf says, I'm going to go with Scooby-Doo. Sue on the Navajo Nation says the Smurf. Tom and Jerry says Tim and Bob. Alice in Canada says Scooby-Doo. Bugs Bunny says David, Michael, and Tom up in Canada. There you go. Good morning, Anthropolatus. There you go. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, Martin says, I lived in Georgia, Tennessee, and South Carolina. Well, I lived in South Carolina, too. I lived in all those places. We're all Southern to the bone. RyanShelander, $ RyanShelander. If you want to, let me go ahead and tag that to the top, pin his thing to the top for me. Let's see here. And everything. Ren and Stimpy, yes. Bolly said, Ryan, Stan Lee loved DC as a Lobo. There you go. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy. So, you know, what nobody is kind of understanding, the reason this poll question come up, not only is it Weird Wednesday, there's movies where some of these cartoon characters, Disney has not rebranded them up under them, so they're just left out there in the world. They did that with Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and turned them into a horror movie. I would never watch it because I don't want to see that. Now, Steamboat Willie is being turned into a horror movie, which originally is the original Mickey Mouse. They can't really call it Mickey because Mickey's still owned by Disney. But the Steamboat Willie, there you go. So which was the name of that cartoon, original cartoon, there's going to be a horror movie out there. So that's why all these are. Courage the Cowardly Doll rebooted, I'm calling it. There you go. So there you go. Right, but Lobo and DC comics not to come in the movie shows or anything. I'd love to see that. You know, Beetlejuice is coming out on Friday. We talked about that yesterday with Shane B and everything. When they didn't, you know, the media didn't try to shut me down. Peabody and Sherman win the Wayback Machine. I like that one. That's a good one. I don't want to see them being bad. Good night, guy. Matt, thank you. You have a good night too, brother. But I don't want to see that one. We got plenty of headline news coming up for you. We want to thank Coach Tommy Lewis for being with us in the first half of the show. We're just now getting to saying hello to all our people on the YouTube and all over the feeds. Diana in South Wales says Tom and Jerry. No, wait, she said I changed it to the Smurfs. There you go. Kiko in Japan says they're all scary. Bugs Bunny has always been scary to her. There you go. I vote Lobo. That's my boy, says Pete. Evil Gumby. Gumby, that's a good one. I see Evil Gumby and Pokey or whatever the horse's name is. Gail says, hello, everyone that chatted out in Cyberland, Sweet Leaf and Sweet Sue and all my Canadian friends. There you go. Evil Barney. Share Bear says, I love you. You love me. I'm going to rip your head off when you can't see. Evil Toy Story. That's a good one, Andrew Bolanos. That's a good one. Woody and coming out and him and the toys attacking the kids in the middle of the night. Attacking the parents. Oh, man. Wow. Bugs Bunny played a psycho in a barber Seville. Ryan Homelander, why not? Why not? Well, I mean, they're making these movies out of the characters that are not been re-signed by Disney, like Steamboat Willie, all the way back to the old days, to Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, into horror movies. The Boys, that's another one everybody was all on. We talked about that show. So why not some of these other ones? Which of these cartoon characters would make a perfect horror villain? 57% of you so far saying Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? The Smurfs, I say that would be scary. Little blue things attacking you. 11% would be like, Gargamel was right. Tom and Jerry, 9% of the votes. And Raggy, I'm going to eat you, Raggy. Give me some Scooby snacks. Scooby, 23% of the votes. Oh, Lord. Let's see here. Howdy Doody, the freaky faced years ago. Oh, yeah. Mad Max game. That'd be a good one. Care Bears. The Care Bears turning evil. Ugh. Wow. I would say Cabbage Patch Kids, but we already had that. They were called Garbage Pail Kids, remember? So there you go. Oh, my goodness. My ex-wife tormenting me with Barney. I love you. You love me. I'm going to rip your head off when you can't see. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. I wouldn't want Peppa Pig to be, Andrew, I wouldn't want Peppa Pig to be evil. We love Peppa Pig, don't we? Especially Roro. But that's a good one, too. Little Z says, I'm back and just had more medication. There you go. Smurfs would be blue gremlins. That's what they would be. Skull Dylan, yeah. Lobo is Superman's family. So think about it. Cabbage Patch Kids already had an evil version of themselves called the Garbage Pail Kids. There you go. Nothing but trouble. About dadgum time you showed back up. It's been a while. Take two for two. Take a 2x4. Barney hits the floor. Take a 2x4. Barney hits the floor. No more stupid purple dinosaur. Yeah, he's gonna be evil though. Evil SpongeBob. Hey, Patrick. Hey, kids. Well, oh, hey, kids. It's evil SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs, I'm going to make you into the best crab meat ever. Let's bowl Mr. Krabs up. Throw a little Squidward in there, too. Be kind of a surf and turf thing without the turf from SpongeBob. Oh, Tigger, I'm surprised he didn't get in there. But they already did one for Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. Once he's out of character, they'll turn him into an evil tiger. Evil Beavis and Butthead, they're already evil, Andrew Bonus. Hey, what's up, my munch? I didn't get me from a phone call. I'm the great Cornholio. I'm going to take over the world. I'm going to take the world over. It's my world now, not Dr. Doom's. Spider-Man, you're destroyed because the great Cornholio is evil. That might work. I don't know. Evil Garfield. He's too lazy. He'd be like, I'm too lazy to get up and take over the world. Back in a moment. Oh, my Lord, really? I didn't even get a chance to do that update. Back right after this. Evil Snoopy. Batman made a badass armor with DC villains. Superman's wife killed. Oh, yeah. Anna Marie says, evil Snoopy. The lasagna killer strikes again. There you go. The lasagna killer strikes again. Evil Fat Albert. Hey. Come over here before I knock your face off. Hey. I don't play. Pow. That was a play gun. The evil Captain Hot Buns. No, Captain Hot Buns. We can't call him evil.
We just got the Bartesian. It's like having a full bar in our home. Sounds amazing. It is. With Bartesian, everything you need is in these little capsules. Bitters, real fruit juices. Then all you do is add your choice of liquor, and you get the perfect cocktail in under 30 seconds. Wow, I make it Bartesian. For a limited time.
But these comics never made television.
Only at Bartesian.
Hey, hey, hey. Now, pow, pow, pew, pew. Ha ha. Yeah, I better not say that. They might take me off. Anna Marie, who calls you sir? Laugh out loud. Don't call me sir. Wait a minute. What? I'm confused now. One year when I was at Dragon Con, there was an evil Teletubby. The Teletubbies were evil in the first place. They were controlling everybody's minds. The Teletubbies were always evil. They were evil before evil was evil. Burr, 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 and burr rat. Absolutely evil. Burr bear and burr rabbit. Peppermint Patty. Look, if Charlie Brown was evil, he wouldn't go and kick the football. He'd go and kick loose. Bam! Teletubbies were always evil. Oh, okay. Means sir, okay. Don't call me sir, says Miss Anna Marie from Noonan, doing the Noonan dance. The Noonan dance. Yeah, Bolly. Don't call her sir. She'll lay the smack down on you. She made chili one time for her husband's work when they were having the chili cook-off. She didn't win, and her husband had to eat that chili for 3 months. And she didn't return to the show until after it was done. Because she didn't win. I'm picking the phones.
National Weather Service in Los Angeles says some parts of Southern California could see temperatures as high as 113 degrees. Meanwhile, the National Weather Service says temperatures in Phoenix may reach a high of 100.
It was great chili. That's right. And it should have won. And that's why. And it did. Evil Pokemon. It didn't win because, well, your husband was like, I voted for it, but the rest of them didn't. Okay, well, you're going to be eating this for the next 3 months. Evil Pokemon. I thought they were evil. I'm just kidding. I don't even remember that, Bear. Fun fact, tarot cards were originally just a game in Italy in the 15th century and were used for until 300 years later. Divine intervention. Was it used for divine intervention? I'm just kidding. It wasn't 3 months of chili. I'm just messing. Wait a minute. Captain Hot Buns is in the house. Angela Bolanos, my wife already turned you into put you in this as one of the characters that we're going to turn evil. I'm talking about horror villains. Elf on the Shelf. Elf on the Shelf turning evil. That would be a good one. That is cool about them tarot cards. Thank you, Randy, for that update. We always learn something new here. That's why the mainstream media is like, no. We're going to block everything on your news. On your Facebook page, we're going to block it. Elf on the Shelf is evil. Could already be evil. Cowboys hated eating beans all the time, sitting in the saddle all day long. I'm sure they did. That's why I'm sure they did. Anna Marie says, Elf on the Shelf's always been evil. Well, you always scare kids with something, right? You don't go to bed. You're not going to get, if you don't be good, that elf is sitting up over there. He's going to go tell Santa. Kids like, the thing's alive. Fun fact, wombats have a maximum running speed of 25 miles per hour. Oh, wow. Did you check, regular? Did you check? Nope, I didn't. With that logic, Santa's evil too. He is. You better not pout. You better not cry. I'm telling you why Santa Claus is watching you. Santa's watching you. He's watching you. Santa's watching you. And no, the Domino's character, he was evil. He always steal everybody's pizza. The Dolly. Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Better not pout. Better not cry. I'm telling you why Santa Claus is watching you. He's watching you. Santa Claus is watching you. You better be good. I always never understood that. If Santa's watching you guys, think about this. Santa's watching you guys. That means he's watching all these ladies and everything. Would that mean he'd be watching people in the shower too? Because, you're telling everybody he's watching you all the time. Would Santa be watching you in the shower? Santa's messed up. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. I'm here. Comes Santa Claus right down Santa Claus Lane. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus right down. Yeah. So if Santa's watching you, would he be watching you while you're taking a shower? Santa's kind of kinky, isn't he? Good Lord. Patriot said he ain't watching me. Boy, you better get off this mountain is what Patriot's saying. What about Michael Myers being a hero? He could be a hero. I like that one, Andrew Polanis. No, Santa Claus doesn't watch the shower, laugh out loud, watching the shower. He might be watching people in the shower. You never know. Yeah, he is evil in another. There, Santa's a pervert. I know, right? Do you know that one of my Indian friends confused America, Georgia State with European Georgia? Oh, well, I'm sure he probably did. There is one there in European country. Oh, he landed in Russia, nearby Georgia. Ooh. Well, he's trying to come to Georgia. Well, that's cool. Amen, brother Randy. Thank you, Randy, for putting that out there for Little Toothy. Michael Myers, Andrew Polanis says, could be good. So, yeah, he could. Look, all those could be good. They were just victims of Jason was just a victim of being drowned. Nobody watched him. The kid drowned at Camp Crystal Lake because nobody was watching it. Good morning, Jessica from California. The name of this scary movie, Santa Claus, Santa Perv. A perverted Santa, let's beat his butt. Well, I mean, we shouldn't be telling people. We shouldn't be telling people. We shouldn't be telling people Santa Claus is watching you. Because then you're going to start thinking, is he watching me all the time? Santa gives out candy and holds little kids in his lap as he rubs them. Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. We're getting ready to go on. Please, let's have quiet on the set, everybody, because you're into RyanORadio Penitentiary, which is... Oh, you like that, did you? All right. Welcome back in, guys. 78,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast. Shout it out loud across the RyanORadio Penitentiary, which is across 25 different streaming platforms, including Amazon Prime and iHeartRadio. We're across British Columbia, Isles of Canada, and finally, ladies and gentlemen, we're across the Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. Listen up there. We're across 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and headline news. We got it all going on for you. The real news is right here with you. And we're going to say good morning to everybody that's just coming on now and everybody that's been on with us shortly. Thank you for tuning in to RyanORadio Penitentiary. We're talking about the poll question has then turned everybody into suggesting all kind of things. And our poll question this morning is, which of these cartoon characters would make a perfect horror villain? Since Steamboat Willie is being one, Winnie the Pooh and Piglet have been one. Bugs Bunny's getting 58% of the votes. Scooby-Doo, Raggy, they're 24% of the votes. The Smurfs, which I think should be number one, scariest. They're already scary anyway, 11% of the votes. And Tom and Jerry, 8% of the votes. Everybody in here is stepping in and giving their ideas for all kind of characters to be good and evil. And I brought Santa up because somebody brought up Elf on the Shelf. I said, Santa Claus. I'm like, he watches you when you're asleep. He watches you when you're awake. Does he watch you when you take a shower? That's been my question. I don't know. Good morning, Jessica, all the way out there in California. Terry C's on with us as well. Cher Bear, Bolly, Martin Neal, the Patriot as always, Gail, Randall from Alabama. My Bama fan is in the house. Gail, of course, from Tennessee. Bolly, Randall, the Patriot. Sweetleaf is on with us. Pete, Jessica, Sue, Alice, Michael, David, Helen, as well as Tim, Bob, Rodney K, and everybody's on with us. Kiko in Japan, Sarah and down under in New Zealand, and so many other fantastic people are joining us this morning. We appreciate all of you guys just saying hello to you. The feed is up. Drop in what you got to say, this, that, and the other. We got news going for the next couple of hours. And I thought we were going to have Randy on today, but I haven't heard from him this month. Maybe he's on vacation. Maybe he's like, I'm going to take the month of September off. I've already did what I need to do. I'm taking the month of September off. Coming up this morning, we're going to talk about the Vatican, and they're tightening up guidelines concerning the claims of divine intervention into supernatural. Also, beachgoers had to sit in the middle of a bunch of dragonflies on Labor Day. We'll talk about some sports for you. We've got Pope Francis arriving in Indonesia and a couple of other news stories that head out this morning as we continue to move forward. On the YouTube, on my Facebook page, I got marked for sharing stuff that's being allowed to be shareable. I guess more people were going to my page or going to the radio station page to read those news stories than they were going to the original page. Somebody got a little jealous. Had to be somebody in the media, because most of the people I would deal with were like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, go ahead and share it, right? No problem. We don't care at UPI News. I'm like, thank you, UPI News. It might have been divine intervention. Can you elaborate, Ryan? Yes, I will get that in just a few moments. We're going to probably do that in one of the top stories. That's not Indonesia. The parts got separated from Indonesia. Oh, it did. Well, we'll talk about that coming up here in just a few moments. Yes, indeed. What the Catholics saying about the divine intervention. That's one of our strange stories. So they are going to be doing some things. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. 15 minutes past the hour, 65 degrees in the Atlanta market, or Metro Atlanta market, 66 in Atlanta, 67 in Auburn, Opelika, and in Lineville, you guys are 66 at 2 as well. Our friends at Active Pest Control bringing you a look at your time and temperature, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Headline news, the one that you guys want to talk about and we'll get into right now, the Vatican has tightened up on its guidelines concerning claims of divine intervention in the supernatural. Bishops will now be required to seek approval from the Vatican as well as the Pope before publicizing anything that's considered supernatural. So if they feel the Spirit come on, that's how we call it in followers of Christ. If you feel the Spirit come on, the Vatican has to approve that was the Spirit and not them. I guess, you know, if I'm at the top of the totem pole, I got to be the only one that can get, you know, truly filled with the Spirit. Last guy did something like that. His name was Jim Jones. So none of you out there that are followers of Christ can get the Spirit on you. You cannot get the Spirit on you. No. You can't have supernatural abilities and be a prophet. Only the people with power and money can. The new bishop coming in that does it, that's just coming in. It's like, hey, I'm doing this and I'm really doing it for God, that doesn't want to do anything wrong, that doesn't chase the altar boy around. That guy who actually talks to God, guess what? You know, we're going to cut this. You're not going to publicize that. Wow. Oh, wow. Let's see. Jessica said, don't believe Catholics. They always change things. You're right. That's what they're doing. The Vatican doesn't rule anything, but that's beside the point. Well, they're telling their people, their bishops, before they publicize anything to do with the supernatural or some divine intervention that comes to them, that they're going to have to go through, I guess, a board. All right. Bishop Jones, you had yourself a divine intervention with God, right? Okay. And I guess it's because so many people were seeing Jesus in breads and stuff like that. I don't know what it was, but all right, you had a divine. God told you to do what? He told you to go help the homeless. Oh, no. All right. Hold on. Let's talk to the board. Do you guys think we're supposed to help the homeless? No, sir, we're not supposed to help the homeless. Okay. I think that was the devil going to you. That's how they're going to decide. They're the Pope's puppets. That's what Jessica said. So nothing of substance. Right, Patriot, exactly. God will intervene without the Pope's approval. There you go. And I'm not putting Catholics down, people that are Catholics. I don't put anybody down for what, but it's just that the leadership role there at the Vatican has decided that, I guess, you know, some people do when they might see Jesus in a tree or something like that. And that's just the regular people that are following that faith over in that country. So what they're trying to do is, before you publicize anything that happened, and that's their bishops as well as the people. It's not just guidelines just for their bishops. Before their bishop says, hey, Sister Mary saw Jesus in her breakfast, they want to make sure that they don't want to put that out there. Now, I guess I can understand not putting everything out there, but I don't see anything wrong with believing that there was divine intervention that changes your life if you thought Jesus was in your breakfast. I mean, I'm not going to put anybody down for that, but they want to control it, which is the guidelines, which is the problem I have. Have her drug tested. I mean, I'm just saying, if you feel like they came to you in the middle of the night, feel like Jesus came to you in the middle of the night, changed your life from bad to good, there's nothing wrong with that. Anything. Some could be legitimate and some's not legitimate claims, right? But controlling what people do, I call them guidelines. You know, of course, in America, we don't play that because we're like, boy, it's freedom of speech over here. But the guidelines are just for the bishops, not lay people. Oh, really? Well, according to this news story, they're trying to guideline it out to where they don't publicize something about seeing Jesus in a tree or in a toast or something. So I don't know. I guess some of the bishops have seen that. I'm not sure. And I'm not putting down anybody that is Catholic or anything like that. I'm just saying that this leadership, it seems kind of weird that they're having this telling their bishops that. It's to legitimize the claim. I see the purpose, but the chain of command of the Catholic Church can be corrupt just like the government can. There you go, Patriot. Thank you for being both sides there. See there? That's what I love to hear. But, well, I'm not going to say that because I don't believe, he says he thinks they're just spreading BS, spewing BS. I'm not going to say that because I don't put anybody down for their beliefs. I know a lot of good Catholic people in our community here in Noonan. They do a lot for people. So, the point of the story is more of the guidelines and everything. And I just don't think that when you have an experience with our Lord and Savior, that it should just be said, well, you can't come tell that. Okay, come tell that in the church. Or if you're if you're a bishop, you can't come tell that in the church. Thank you, Anna Marie, for your response as well. She says the guidelines are just for the bishops, not lay people. It's true, but there's a lot of fraud in apparitions and stuff. They are trying to reel that in. Oh, I know. There's a lot of stuff. But then again, a lot of people go out and see. Pete says he meets good Muslims too. There's a lot of people go out and see ghosts. So, yeah, I can understand that they're trying to reel that in. I can understand that. It just seems kind of weird, though, to me, controlling, things. But, there is going to be people that when they have experiences or they think they have experiences, it's like Randall says, drug testing people. But some people own drugs and they're going to see things. You're right. Randall's like, come on now. They take too many gummies, brother. You know how it is. But that could be true, too. Thank you, Anna Marie, for chiming in there. I know you know a little something about the Catholic faith, sister. Thank you very much. Share Bear says, I like ghost hunting. Pedro says, Luther. Oh, okay. There you go. There's nothing wrong. I don't judge anybody. Everybody has a different view of God in their different churches. And I'm not going to go to every church and tell them your version. I'm not going to tell somebody who's sitting around talking in tongues, hey, don't talk in tongues. Don't you dare talk in tongues. That sounds evil. I mean, come on. So I'm not going to tell anybody in their guidelines. They're just changing the guidelines for investigation and an official publication. Oh, okay. Thank you, Anna Marie. Well, this news story that I got from, and it was on a paranormal site, by the way. Maybe they were trying to make it a little bit more evil than what it was. You know what I mean? Because they wanted to. But I appreciate you dropping that in there. I just think, people have, their rights to feel the way they. Good morning, Cher. How you doing? And to do the way they want to. They have their rights to worship the way they worship. So same way with you, same way the wonderful Catholic people. So you see, I'm not putting anybody down. There's none of that going on here. Just want people to know that. I follow my Lord and Savior. I mean, we got street preachers out here that meet in a house. Okay, guys, in our community, to meet in a house in LaGrange that's not part of any regular church, and they're out preaching all the time. So, I don't have any. I don't go. When you talking about God, I let it go. You believe in God? Hey, as long as you're talking about God, we're good. First Amendment. Yes, sir, Ryan. There you go. Patriot. That's right. But you and I only believe that, though, Pedro. I'm just kidding. I know you didn't think that, Anna Marie, but I also didn't want all my Catholic listeners out there to feel like that I was, because I want them to know that Ryan's not like that. That's why the mainstream media is mad about me sharing things and want to shut me down. He's trying to get people to get along. Stop that. It makes us millions to make people dislike each other. Doesn't make him millions to make people like one another. No, God wants me to make sure everyone loves one another, including loving Bali, our brother who don't believe. Heavens no. ABC says he votes for the Smurfs. I get it. There you go. Anyway, that's some stuff right there that I wanted to pop in this morning. Thank you. Pope also is arriving in a small portion outside of Indonesia this morning. I think it's the capital actually not this morning, but on Tuesday morning he was embarking on a historic 11-day visit there to the region. And of course, I guess trying to understand the difference between Catholics and Islams. So there you go. I guess he's trying to bring them together. Cher says, I'm a Baptist. Whoa, you're part of the Baptist mafia, Cher. The Baptists are the mafia of all religions. Now, Deacon Fingers is going to come get you. You know it. All my Baptist church beside me, you know it. Don't shake your heads. You're laughing. You know what you're talking about. They're listening over there. They know I call them the Baptist Mafia. There was one in LaGrange, a Baptist church in LaGrange, that their float got messed up by somebody, and they were able to find who it was and prosecute it. You don't mess with the Baptist Mafia. There you go. Ancient Aliens is absolute Share Bear's favorite series. There you go. Well, everybody has their different beliefs. Love one another is of God. 1 John 4, 7, and 8. There you go. I'm glad everybody loves it. We're all coming together. Only in the South, right? Right? Only in the South, yeah. Only in the South, the Baptist Mafia. That's right. Not Southern, says Cher. I know she's not Southern. She's from Iowa, but you're Southern in a way, sister. Come on. We adopt you here too. Just like we adopt Iowa, we adopt Idaho. You're adopted Southerners. ABC said, also, just because I like Marvel doesn't mean I like the MCU, but because I am hangry. Sorry. They must think I'm evil. Laugh out loud. Am I evil? Yes, I am. Am I evil? I am man. Thank you, Metallica, for saying that. Diamond Head. French, Indian, English. Hungry, angry. Yeah. Hangry. Is that how you say it? I don't know how to say it. All right, let's see. Britain on Monday announced it was suspending the export of military equipment to Israel as London increases its public criticism of its ally in his method of war that have killed thousands of people in Palestine. Britain has announced that they have suspended roughly 30 of the 350 licenses for exporting military goods. At least 11 people were dead and 13 others are injured in a school bus crash that happened on Tuesday and hit a small area. A small group of students and parents outside of school in the Eastern Province. Wow, this happened. Wow. amazing things happen. We're going to pray over these people in the name of Jesus Christ. We pray over all these people to be fine and everything. We pray over them in Jesus Christ. Amen. What did Jessica say? I missed it. I told you U.S. and UK both. You're right. You did say that, brother. Sheriff says Methodist. Jews are Isaac and Arabs are Islam. It's about ethnic, not about religion. That's true. That's true, Jessica. You're not lying there. They suspended a license just like my driver's instructor did. No. License to sell the material from the UK to help get the material over to Israel as that war continues. Jews and Arabs are in the same tribes as Bali. Yep. Episcopalian. Is that what you are, Share Bear? That sounds, isn't that the ones that I think my father was that. Priest, those priests are really hardcore. They just sit there and go, I know how this is. They sit there. Let me tell you about them. They'll sit there and go, you really want to drink? Huh? You really want to drink? You better pour that out or you're going to hell, man. Okay, I'll pray over you, I guess. They're hardcore, buddy. All right, BK on the air. I release your demons. Yeah, they'll release your demons too. BK on air said, good morning, my brother from another radio mother. Because this is very, look, BK. I've been sharing stuff on the radio station Facebook page and somebody didn't like it. We're local radio's taking back over. Don't let them come after you guys. He votes the Smurfs in the poll. They can be pretty scary anyway. I agree with you on that one, brother. Especially when Doogie Howser was being chased by him. There you go. Oh, wow. Terry says it's not about specific religion. Religion will send you to hell. It's all about a general relationship, a relationship with Jesus. That's right, Terry C. Thank you. You're right about that, brother. Everybody can be religious, but it's that relationship that between you and Jesus. You're right. But I think that when more people like us, let's just say this, when more people like us saying that, Terry C., and more people like all of us that are on here, we change our churches that way. I don't have my pastor does not just tell everybody what they want. They don't come up there and go, you pay more money than this person over here pays, so you are a great, wonderful person. No, he's like, you sin too. Thank you for your money. I'm just kidding. He doesn't say that. But I'm just saying. Pedro said Jews, Christians, Arabs, Islam. It's all about Abraham's inheritance. Not exactly the same tribe, Bali, but same roots, I guess. Anna Marie says, I spend time in a lot of denominations. Being Catholics are her roots, and I'm a spiritual wanderer. Methodists, according to Cher, Methodists kicked my family out for not living up to my tithing commitment. Oh. United Methodist is different. Randall says Seventh-day Adventists and Orthodox are the closest to true religion. Okay. They do. Mormon says Share Bear. I know a few of those. I know all people in all those. You know that I know people in all these different backgrounds. I've never had a terrible conversation with somebody. I've dealt with all these people on the radio for the last 25 years. A lot of my clients were people in these different religions. That's cool. Terry, you're right, says the Patriot. There you go. We're going to take a break, guys. We need to take a break. when we come back. I'm glad we're into this morning. I'm glad we're talking about this morning. We got a couple other root notes to talk about. What is going on in the world around us and some strange and unusual news for you. Molly wants to know what a true religion is. What's true religion? Really, true religion should be between you and follower of Christ, and not you and somebody that is trying to tell you that everybody in your family is evil because you're not giving enough money, or you look different than each other, or you live different than each other. No, man. If every one of us showed up to church and the preacher told every one of us we were sinners, then that's a real preacher. Including himself, that's a real preacher. Back in a moment. Tribes of Israel.
Smackdown for you. Sunny and partly cloudy today with a high near 82. Winds east northeast 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy early fall and cloudy skies overnight. Low near 66. Winds northeast
Like true
5 to 10
communists.
miles per hour. Cloudy on your Thursday with a high near 79.
True evangelist, yep.
5 to 10 miles per hour. Cloudy skies Thursday night, low near 65. Light and variable winds. By your Friday, cloudy with periods of rain. That's right, 90% chance of showers coming in through the afternoon with a high near 71. Winds east northeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. Rain continues and steady through the afternoon and evening with 80% chance of showers on Friday night. Low near 63, light and variable winds. That's your activity forecast brought to you by.
This has been a very good show. All along the watchtower. Wow. Love that. Native American Indians are part of the lost tribe of Judah. Yes, they are. There's a lot of Jewish people that make up America, Jessica. They are. Not everybody, but a lot of them do. Everyone's a sinner. You need to repent and ask for forgiveness, sis. Share. Well, if you send me $1, you'll get $1 million. You send me $2, you get $2 million. Profit preachers, they're not real. God's going to give you what he wants you to have. There are so many different beliefs as there are different people. You're right, Anna Marie. Laugh out loud, Randy says, the love of money is the root of all evil. No doubt. There you go. No, Ryan, the 10 listed tribes were not Jewish. They wasn't white. Jesus was dark, man. Jesus was a dark man. I have to look into that, Brother Martin. Thank you for bringing that up. I'll look into that. I'm half Jewish. Give me respect, chat. I respect you, Jessica. I respect everybody on here. Jesus was brown. Thank you, Bolly. No. You want money to pay bills, Pete. We're talking about the root of all evil is money. When prophet preachers out there, you give me some money. You give me some money. You're going to be a multi-millionaire if you give me $200. Sow that seed of 200 in, you get 2 million. Yeah. Sabbath from 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Saturday. That's where most people, yeah. You got a little German in you, a little Z. That's cool. Share Bear says, the devil is at her door with my bills. You can't call the mailman the devil, Share Bear. It's not his fault. He's just doing his job. Prosperity. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I know Oral Roberts there. God bless the Jews. God bless Israel. That's right, Patriot.
Are you looking for a dog trainer?
Share Bear says, get out of here. I don't want to pay them bills. I don't want them. Well, I know you don't want them, but don't call the mailman the devil. The devil is in a blue dress. I'm just kidding. Devil in the blue dress, blue dress.
Dog Technology is an AKC certified evaluator and Victoria Stillwell certified training team.
See, there's all kind of different views on the Bible.
Rosemary wants to remind you to adopt, don't shop, save a life at
Yeah, the guy with all kinds of riches denies Jesus because he wanted to keep being selfish. Devil wears Prada. There you go, Cherry C.
WQEE 99.1 FM, Noonan, Georgia.
Oh, welcome back into RyanORadio. You're in the penitentiary. And we still got a lot of stuff to talk about on this weird Wednesday. I'm enjoying the chat this morning. We appreciate all you guys being with us. Welcome back in. Sweetleaf says you guys are having all kind of fun over there. And Sweetleaf says we got tribes here on the Navajo Nation. There you go. Bottom line says Anna Marie from the noon and dance, the noon and dance. Bottom line with Jesus, love thy neighbor as yourself. That's right. I know people don't understand the differences of the world and everything. And we're all humans and we're all going to get a little angry at times. And I've proved that myself. I do get angry. I'm not going to tell somebody they don't. Indians are black in color. Am I wrong? Some are brown. They're called red man. Some of them are red. Sweetleaf says some are a little of all those from red to dark skin. Thank you, Sweetleaf, for talking to us. The Navajo Nation, big supporters of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Probably the only morning show or the only show off the Navajo Nation that's actually listened to on the Navajo Nation. God. I got a bigger audience than John Boy and Billy does, because they're not on Navajo Nation. They may be across the country, but they're not on Navajo Nation. I would say Bubba the Love Sponge, but I don't want to get him mad at me. He might come and lay the smack down on me. You know, he knows how to wrestle. So anyway, I was taught to love your neighbors. That's right. "12 tribes. There you go. We'll look all that up and get into it. I love this Bible discussion. This is what gets everybody with disagreements. Good, orderly, direct, says what Randall believes what God stands for. Well, what I'm trying to show, bigger than Bobby Bones show too. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I didn't want to say anything about him because he's kind of a nice guy. Thank you for saying that. He says I'm bigger than Bobby Bones' show. Thank you. Actually, I actually take that as a compliment. I just want to be bigger than Howard Stern one day. Somebody that is really the man. Bubba is a big boy. Bubba's a big boy, all right. I think some of his people were the ones kind of calling over here. Easy Money is back. We're on at the same time, you got to think, and he does similar stuff than I do. Mayan religion is interesting to say the least. Yes, it is. Little Z says, I'm still here, Ryan. I've been really quiet today. That's fine, little sister. Well, I'm hoping you're doing all right. You're already bigger than him, in my opinion. Oh, who, Bubba? Wow. Let me look. Let's see. Well, I'm not bigger in size. I'm a lot skinnier than he is. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say that. It's shaming somebody, right? My audience don't care. Oh, Howard Stern. I'm bigger than Howard Stern. Wow. That is, wow. Thank you, Share Bear. I appreciate that. That's the man right there. My neighbors are mostly Spanish people. Wonderful people. They make up part of our community too. For all my religious looks like, for all my religion looks like alcohol in different flavors, some effect, but different brands. Same effect, different brands. Okay, I hear you, brother. But I tell you what, we are all neighbors. I agree with Anna Marie. We're all neighbors. And we all, I just want to show everybody out there that we can all get along and have different opinions. And that someone like me that's a follower of the Most High God is loving everyone. We're about 15 minutes away from the top of the hour right now. It's currently still 66 degrees in Noonan, 67 in Atlanta, 68 in Auburn, Opelika, 67 in Lineville. And that is in East Alabama, West Georgia. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, and gooey things all. Michael and the crew can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. All right, Matt says, Connie and I know Bobby Bones in real life. We met him about 3 years ago at a cookout he came to at our church and spoke. He's a real nice guy, Matt. Always heard positive things about Bobby. And it's always weird that he could be in this business and be that big and still be a good guy. While the rest of them are like, I'm going to destroy my life, become famous, get rid of my wife. Bobby's like, yo, what's up, man? Follow God. That's right. He's a strong Christian. He's a good guy. I met him somewhere. I think he came out to Las Vegas and at one of the radio stations that we worked with and got to meet him out there. So, because he had an affiliate show out there. Sometimes they go all over. That was many years ago. All right, let's see. Let's get back to it. Hello, Coca-Cola. Been raining over here in West Texas like a full week, going on till today, like hardcore. Yeah, you're sending it our way. We're going to get some rain on Friday during Football Friday, which is the only day we don't want rain here. Don't want any rain here. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Headlines, news-wise. Is this thing going to freeze up on me? Is it going to freeze up on me? Don't freeze up. I think it already did. All right, let's do a couple. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what you got here. A couple of headlines you can read for yourself on the 99.1 FM WQEE key page. Cause UPI news lets us share it without any of a hassle. 129 killed, 59 injured in a prison break in the Dominican Republic of Congo. Also, ICC arrest warrant set out for a leader who ends up welcoming Russian President Vladimir Putin. James Darnell, known as Moondoggy and Gidget, also was on Star Trek DS9, dies at age 88. We know we'll hear about that next week on the show as well. And the House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Michael McConnell on Tuesday issued a subpoena for Secretary of State Anthony Blinken to testify later this month on the Biden administration's withdrawal from Afghanistan. So that's coming up for you. That's just some of the news you can shoot for yourself and read for yourself because we don't have to tell you everything and how to think. That's why the rest of the media is trying to shut us down. Hey, wait. ICC is International Criminal Court. Yep, that's what it is. Sounds nice, Cher. I'm ready for fall weather. Yes, 52 in Iowa and 84 today there in your neck of the woods. And I'm going to pull my Willard Scott right quick. And I got to say happy birthday out in Ohio to Mint the Roof, who turns 101 years young today. Hear me sing my favorite song. On the radio, I can't. Willard Scott. I'd have to sit down and get it all the way through first. The Patriot says, yes, I'm Spanish American, Jess. My dad was a political. Oh, you was from Canada, Cuba, huh? Wow. Dang, 101 years. Yeah. I don't know if she really who it is. I just threw that out there because that's what he used to say. Remember, Willard Scott would do the weather forecast, and before he'd go into your neck of the woods, he'd say, "Got to say hello to a viewer out in Idaho. Roof turns 101 today." If the money is right, I'm thinking about working for you. I can only give you $12. So there you go. I miss Willard Scott, says Anna Marie. Yeah, but Al Roker's doing a good job too. I like him too. Cher said her grandma passed away at 101. Wow. Jessica, you love Fidel. You love Castro. Come on, you can't love Castro. Want to hear something nuts? My trombone was made in 1906. Wow. No wonder your wife stays around. It lasts a long time. I'm just kidding. Back in a moment. Al Roker says as well. Crap, 15 an hour. Oh, I only can give you $12 total for the week. Oh, Lord. I've got to take a break. You guys are messing me up this morning. Which of these cartoon characters would make a perfect horror villain? Bugs Bunny, 55% of the votes. Scooby-Doo, hi, Raggy, 24% of the votes. The Smurfs, 14% of the votes. Or Tom and Jerry, 7% of the votes. Back in a moment.
Check out the Southern Rewards Cashback account from Southern States Bank, where debit card transactions earn you cash back. With our Southern Rewards Cashback account, you can earn up to $30 a month. Sign up for your Southern Rewards Cashback account today. Terms and conditions apply. Visit your nearest branch or check us out online at southernstatesbank.net.
12 weeks, a lot more than you. Well, Pete, you'd make a good salesman because H.D. Reese is always telling me you're out there handing cards out and talking to everybody. That's promotions and sales right there. Can make a lot of money in that. Well, there you go, Pete. Patriot. Jessica thinks he's handsome. Yeah, it could work out for you, brother. Jessica, can we make a love connection here? I always love helping a brother and a sister out. I heard a statement like, hey, gosh, that sounds like Mom. They don't pay homemakers much, laugh out loud.
It's scorching hot out there, friends. The best way to beat the heat is to stay hydrated. And Water Tree in Newton has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant alkaline water. Swing by for quick and easy drive-through pickup and check out their selection of health-boosting options. Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Tree in Newton.
We're equally yoked. We can be friends. That's right. I forgot, Patriot, you're married. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to hook everybody up in here. I'm sorry. Trying to play RyanORadio Penitentiary dating game. There you go. No arguments there, Jess, because they both are handsome. No arguments. All right. I don't know. Anyway, welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. We welcome you guys back in, and stay tuned. Coming up, we got the last hour today. Yeah, and everything is included in that. We're going to do a little strange and unusual news. Randy Rocky Cody was supposed to be with me this morning. Maybe he's taking a month off. I've been trying to get with him and everything. Nothing cleanses like fire, said Randall. Fire, 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 fire. Ryan the matchmaker. That's what I'm trying to do. Love. I love love. I love bringing strangers together, and I love bringing people that are different together. Oh, I see what Jessica's saying. Matt says he can't sleep. Got to try some sleep. Get some of those gummies that put you to sleep. All right, we got strange, unusual news at the top of the hour, so stay with us. More on the way as the RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on.
Best way to search for a candidate isn't to search at all. Don't search, match with Indeed.
I have no idea who one of them is. I know who Castro is.
Monthly visitors, according to Indeed data, and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. Digitally is important. Use Indeed for scheduling, screening, and messaging so you can connect with candidates faster. Leveraging over 140 million qualifications and preferences every day, Indeed's matching engine is constantly learning from your preferences, so the more you use Indeed, the better it gets. Join more than 3.5 million businesses worldwide that use Indeed to hire great talent fast. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsor John credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/BlueWire. Just go to Indeed.com/BlueWire right now and support our show by saying that you heard about Indeed on this.
Oh, you want to stay here all day?
Indeed.com/BlueWire.
I hear you, Matt. You guys got some strange, unusual stories you want to tell me? It is Weird Wednesday. Doing. That's what I did. All right. Give me some, nope. I watched for a minute. Weird Wednesday, that's what it was. I did that. I put you guys in the penalty box.
Everybody on Swarm D wants that turnover belt open.
Repeat about getting weird. Laugh. Pete is weird. I'm just kidding. I did that on purpose. I was messing with you guys. Actually, I had to check something while you guys were talking. I forgot that it was going to stop it for a minute. Sorry when you get stuff sent to you. No, it wasn't your signal. It was mine. I had to check something and everything. But what gets me is, wait, what? There was way more 21. Okay, like I was going to say, it's kind of weird up there. What? Weird. It's weird up there. All right, I want you guys to give me some of your strange and unusual news stories. Warn you next time. I'll warn you next time, Cher. I'll warn you next time. Long time listening. I'm picking with everybody. I want to get some weird. You guys pop in some of your best weird news stories. ABC, you still there? It's Weird Wednesday. I want to hear from you guys. Our guest that was supposed to be on this hour, I guess he's taking the month off, so. Jessica, you don't want to be no communist. You want somebody telling you, you want a man telling you what to do? You do know that's what communism is. One man tells everybody what to do. Man, not woman, man. Shadow people, says Martin. There you go. Hey, tell me some of them stories from the mountains up there about Bigfoot, if you got any, Martin. or anybody you might know of them, let me know. Weird story. All right, Anna Marie, thank you. What's up, Warrior Defenders? Good morning to you. Finally coming on. We had all the people on. There you go. I'm going to tell those stories when we get on there. What's communism, Lil Z? It's what Russia does. Control one person controlling everybody's life, controlling everything that they do. It's not like a parent telling you what to do. It's worse than a parent telling you what to do. They take all your freedoms from you and everything. They don't let you have anything. They give you everything. I mean, giving you food is great, but then they give you a small amount of it. They control your life. They tell you what to think. That's what communism is. In America, we don't play that. Only time we tell each other what to do is when we get into arguments. Yeah, London's not like that either. We're getting some funny stuff or some good stuff for Weird Wednesday. Read 411 hikers. Let me look that up. Is it called 411 hikers? Because I want to read that. Is that a disappearance in the wilderness, Martin? There's a lot of them on here. No, 411. This 411 missing 411. 411. Okay. Let me look that up. Is it an official site? I wanted to get that up there. Oh, you got a buddy? You got a buddy? Always take a gun in the woods. Most important thing. That's true, Martin. But I think most Southern men already carry guns and they carry them in the city. That is a very important point, brother. What? 411 by David. Okay, thank you for putting that up there. Because there's so much up there. All right, here we go. Missing 411. Yeah. Oh, it's a book. Okay. He's a former police officer. There we go.
So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton.
Woo. Like, subscribe, and share as we continue to move up. And here we go. He did a lot of books. I have to look over all that before I can talk about it.
Hi, I'm Dr. Blinken. I'm a counselor that works here in the Metro Atlanta area. I'm offering my services as a counselor. Contact me if you need my services.
I don't play drums at the church. I might one day. I don't know. I'm so busy here.
.org, or you can reach me at my number 470-215-0167. If you're in need of counseling services, please reach out. We can do in-person and online services are available.
Hey, Arnold here from Cowboy Force. Cowboy Force is Newman's own addiction recovery.
I got to get back to Anna Marie.
Recovery support services.
Rand, I know you got some good stories. You live in Alabama, brother.
Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowboyforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
Active Pest Control offers the best services and prices to protect your home, offering both monthly and quarterly pest control services, plus specific services like bed bug, vermin roach, and flea control. Even if you can't see them,
All right, we're getting ready to go on.
24/7. Active Pest Control wants to be the first line of defense. Active Pest Control.
Listening to Braves Country right here on the TV. You can catch Braves Country on Braves Country HD. Find us on YouTube today. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, the key in Newton, Georgia.
The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
He's got that pretty much right. 78,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast Shout It Out Loud. Across that RyanORadio media page, Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. We're across British Columbia, Isles of Canada. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, 99.1 FM, WQEE The Key, home of inspirational talk, news, and headline news, as well as sports talk. We're all over for you. We got all kind of great talk programs for you, and you're inside the RyanORadio Penitentiary. This morning's poll question on this Weird Wednesday is, which of these cartoon characters would make a perfect horror victim, or horror villain, I should say? But Bugs Bunny, 52% of the votes. Scooby-Doo coming in second place with 23% of the votes. Hey, Reggie! Third place, the Smurfs. That's scary, 14% of the votes. And 11% of the vote going out to Tom and Jerry. That's it. Let's jump right back into it. You guys give me some of your tales of weird or unusual. And I'd love to hear a weird story today. No, I don't mean the one about when you got drunk one night and went out there and you and your buddies went out and did something that you shouldn't have did. I don't want to hear about that weird story. Nobody wants to hear about that weird story. What you and your buddies did that night. On your best friend's wedding night. We don't want to hear about that. We're talking about unusual stories like this one from Anna Marie in Newnan. Weird story of the big muddy monster of the 1970s was a couple of blocks from my house. Ooh. Also, like Martin saying, check out some stories from Missing 411 is the name of the book. From the hunted to Bigfoot to UFOs with it's a great Bigfoot there. stories. Martin says some Bigfoots are 15 foot high. Woo-wee. Let's see. I think Matt had something on here. I need to find what he had. Missed it. Sorry. Patriots got a meeting. What? Life is so weird to share to anyone. Weird. Yeah. Matt Moneymaker. Yeah, he's trying to help me out there. 78K on the Shoutcast side. If everyone on Shoutcast donated $1, that would be in the Cash App. That would be 78K. Whoa, that's amazing. I wish they would, but everybody's not going to donate. I got to promise them something, though. Got to promise them that if they give me that $1, they're going to get $1 million back. That's where you read them. You know, or he said. He's trying to make me make money. I appreciate Matt, brother, trying to help me out and the family out like that. Wonderful human being. Thank you, brother. Don't ever whistle or whoop in a forest either, says our friend Martin. You guys got some weird stories? Hey, now if you keep it clean, you can call the station at 770-347-9947. It can be anything from near-death experiences to experiences that you don't know are real, that you can't explain, to, you know, I don't want to hear about the worst date, though. I'm sorry. That's just not. Or what you did with your best friend on his wedding night. No, I don't want that weird story. A lot of Budweisers went into that night. I don't want to hear about it. Anyway, so Randy said religious persecution and the use of force of labor in concentration camps. Force being collected. Oh, okay. I see you're answering. I was wondering where that was coming from. You're answering Little Z's question too. There you go. Creepy Confidential. You're here. Why don't you call in at 770-347-9947? She's on the feed. Give me a creepy story right quick. Something weird that happened to me. Well, I met the guy in Green Jello and played in a band with him. I can't really remember anything. You know, I was told one time by my mother that we went to Walmart when I was 3 or 4 years old, and there was a big orange light over the top of our vehicle. We were coming back from Walmart, and from Walmart to our house would have been like, just think a block away, something like that. I'll finish that story. We're going to go to the phone lines. Good morning. Hello?
Hello, my name is Emily. I am calling you from Caring for Life.
All right. Emily, I don't want to talk to you. Anyway, let's get back to it. I was told this. Now, I don't remember this because I was 3 or 4 years old. I don't know how I wouldn't remember this. It was like a block away, a couple of blocks away from the house. Government drones. That could have been what it was, Share Bear. That orange light supposedly picked us up, took us up in this so-called craft, and they were trying to feed me and my dog, Alaskan Spitz, dog named Snowflake, was running around me, and they supposedly had my mom on the table. Now, I was told this. Now, I was told that I said this. I don't know. I was 3 years old. I mean, I might have just been making things up. and then I said they told me she was going to have a baby, and then my sister was going to be born a few months later. So my sister's an alien, I guess. Could have been government drones. I get into that, Share Bear. I agree with you. But that's a weird story for me, guys. Jess says, wow. Yep. I was 3 years old. That's something I was told. So there you go. You don't remember the MLB Blinky? You? Nope. I don't remember that. You're talking about the Men in Black. No, I don't remember that. I was 3 years old. Matt says, something strange happened to Ryan. He's married a lady that's way out of his league. But she loves him anyway. Laugh out loud, just joking. Little Z. Bye, guys. Stay safe. See you, little Z. Old people had some crazy stories. I know, like Jess, they do. And that's what that my mom said. I said, but I don't remember any of that. So. But I grew up supposedly believing that happened when I was younger. So you can make a short film of it. That would be cool. Yeah. For those that believe in that, hey, that's cool. For those that don't, they might believe the Men in Black. There you go. Are real. Don't mess with the Men in Black. Martin says they are real. And learn how to swim quickly. I will learn how to swim quickly. I almost fell off a bridge for trains when I was blackout drunk, but God saved me and I regained balance. I jumped into the deep end of the pool accidentally when I was a kid. That is some weird stuff. There you go. Aerial footage from a captured drone from Radio Shack. Hey, that was, they had all that stuff back then, Share Bear. They just didn't say it. Share Bear says, Woman in Red is real too. Creepy Confidential. Can you say that number again a little slower? You didn't get it, Creepy Confidential? I just gave it right there really fast. No, it's 770-347-9947. Call in if you want to share something, guys. Keep it radio friendly, because I know she will. Our guest that usually on Monday, he's on the first Wednesday of the month, is not with us today. Don't know what happened to him. I have no idea what happened to him. But thanks for asking about my weird experience there, guys. That's the only one I was told I could remember, but I don't remember. Maybe the Men in Black did stop me. I don't know. I have no earthly idea. I'll leave it up to you guys to distinguish whether that's real or fake. I don't remember it, so hey. I was told by my mom, I just don't like, But like Jesse says, hey, old people, grandma gave you some stories too. You know how they kept you out of the back room? The boogeyman's coming to get you. The boogeyman. Don't you go in that room. The only reason they didn't want you to go in the room, right? Because there were special toys in there your mom and dad were using. Or your grandparents were using. They're like, we can't let them discover this stuff. So we're going to tell them there's a boogeyman in that room. Don't go. Lights out, boogeyman. Yeah, our parents and grandparents were kind of kinky, guys. Elder statesman Martin be like, no comment right now. I'm not going to say anything. You're probably right. Mom never going to lie. No, they would never. She's stepping out of the office, says Creepy Confidential. There you go. So I don't know. I'm not going to say. I don't call people liars or not liars, but that sounds like a Cheap Trick song. I want you to want me. You shouldn't have started. Now I'm going to start singing that song. Now I got it in my head, Randall. That's what was up in the 60s. Yep. Talking about strange and unusual. All the toys your grandma had. Like, what is this? Leave that alone. That's grandma's special toy. It vibrates, grandma. It is Weird Wednesday, guys. I told you guys I didn't want you to give me those stories. Now I'm giving you those stories. Randall like, Ryan, I got a story about me and my buddy. We're not going to talk about all that. Some of them were swingers. You're probably right. They came from the 60s, Woodstock. They had Peter, Paul, and Mary. Hendrix. Time to go, Ryan. Bye, home. See you, Jessica. Ryan, your one day off was not enough time. I'll give you permission to take off all week next time. Tell your wife you're going to Hawaii. Anna Marie says, I laugh out loud. I left for 2 minutes. What are you guys talking about? I'm talking about unusual situations. We're talking about how your parents would scare you with the boogeyman, but it was our grandparents scare you with the boogeyman too, but that was only to keep you out of grandma's drawers. Because she had some kind of special toy in there that vibrated. And you're like, Grandma, I can use this. When I take a bath, it can make the water go like a boat. Country Joe and the fish at Woodstock, says Martin. Yeah, Mama's all right. Your daddy's all right. They just seem a little weird. Yeah, that 70s show theme song, too. Yeah, that's what that one was. Hey, I told you guys not to bring me those stories up, and I'm doing it. Creepy Confidential says she's going to give us a call in a minute, give us some story. Neck massager was the answer I got. Yes, it was a neck massager. No, the kids are gone now. Little Z left. Besides, she didn't know. She probably don't know what I'm talking about. Good morning.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I hope you're having a creepy good day.
I am. I hope you having one too. How's everything been going?
It's going good out here in Ohio. I can't complain.
I tell you, it's starting to cool off, right?
I love it. I love it.
It's good ghost hunting weather.
Exactly. You read my mind.
I knew it. Well, you got to have something weird and unusual for me, for sure.
I do.
I
Well, I like historical stories. So for me, this isn't necessarily a story that's directly related to me.
okay.
I still find it particularly creepy. And I find it funny that you guys were mentioning Men in Black.
Right.
So, kind of related to that.
Okay.
So this goes all the way back to November 2nd, 1966. Woodrow Derenberger, which should sound familiar to you local, he was returning home on a work night. He was traveling to Mineral Wells, West Virginia, from Marietta, Ohio, on a cold and rainy evening. He was traveling on Route 77, cruising at about 50 miles an hour. This was about 7:30 at night. His Ford Econovan was rumbling down the road with stereos and sewing machines in the back. Now suddenly, Woody heard a crash from the back of the van. And he reached up to turn on the dome light to inspect what had made the crashing. And all of a sudden, in his rearview mirror, he noticed a car kind of coming up behind him that blinked the light to pass.
Right.
He thought it was a car.
Ooh.
Now, the vehicle passed around his truck, and then when Woody had a second to kind of look at it, he noticed another vehicle of some sort behind that car, thinking, this is simply just another vehicle. Approximately about 50 feet behind the car that just passed him was a ship.
Ooh.
A vessel kind of looked, didn't seem to have many lights or anything like that, but this strange machine pulled ahead of him, according to the story, kind of turning sideways in front of him to kind of block his way, giving him time to slow down, but not enough room to pass around this vessel. Now he pulled over to the side of the road and kind of stopped about 8 feet from this space. And when it stopped, the door opened and a man emerged from this vessel. Now he's recounted the story that it's happened. And then,
Right.
his brain knew it really happened. So this guy stepped out, approached Woody's van, and passed in front of the headlights. Kind of imagine that shadow going in front of the headlights.
Oh, yes.
And he could see this man was almost 6 feet tall. He guessed about 180 pounds and dark hair combed straight back. And he appeared to have kind of like a tan.
Right.
Now the man motioned for Woody to roll the window down with his hand. And Woody said, Woody did so. And he was so frightened, he couldn't speak. And the man started to communicate. But then Woody recalled, thinking back, he never actually spoke out loud. It was nice to meet you, Mr. Darren Berger. We'll be seeing you soon.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like kind of a cool, creepy.
That is creepy. Oh, wow. I wouldn't know what to do myself. I'd be like, wow. Wow.
Right?
Yeah, I mean.
You think you're talking and you're a strange vessel, and then you realize that no one has spoken a single word.
Wow. That is wow. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. I'm glad I wasn't involved though. I'm glad I wasn't involved though. I wouldn't want to be involved, but I'm glad to hear the story. Tell everybody how they can follow you and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So for those who just heard briefly, my name is Noelle. I am the host of Creepy Confidential Podcast. I talk about all things creepy, cryptids, ghosts, cults, conspiracies. I cover it all. So you can follow me, creepyconfidential.com or at creepyconfidential on all socials.
I love her show, guys, and we got to get you back on the show one morning. When you got a free morning, we got to get you back on one morning.
I got my opportunity, so I thought you guys would enjoy the little story I covered a little while ago.
We definitely did. We'll appreciate you calling, and I'm gonna let you get back to it. I know you got a lot of work to do, but one morning when you get a day off, let's get you on one morning.
Sounds good.
All right. Talk to you later.
You guys take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There you go. Love it. Creepy Confidential. Guys, check it out. She always has great stories. We've had her on the show before, but her day job took over. And when, we can't just like, hey, tell your day job, you got to come talk on the show. Oh, man. 30 minutes past the hour. Current conditions, ladies and gentlemen, where I'm at is 66 degrees, 67 in Atlanta, and 68 in Auburn, Opelika. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. If you guys got some ideas or something you want to talk about, 770-347-9947. See if you can try to beat that story. I don't know. You may not be able to. Share Bear was talking about Betty and Barney. We've talked about that story before, too. All right, when we come back, we'll have a beach goers surrounded by dragonflies. And your story is still to come. Please, guys, give me some of your stories. Mine was unusual, and I don't know if mine was real or not. So, but it could have been, it could have not been. But that one she did, I wouldn't want to be in that guy's position. Somebody talking to me telepathically. Ooh. Most women have that power, though. They look at you, they know, you look at them, you know what they mean. When they give you that look, you know they're saying F you sometimes. Back in a moment.
Looking for the right bank to be your partner? Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your
I didn't say the word, so.
partners. Our team is deeply rooted in the community. We take pride in providing personalized service. Come to Southern States Bank. Great service comes naturally. Visit us today or check us out at SouthernStatesBank.net. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. NMLS number 410611.
Are you looking for a reliable dental practice that not
I will check it out.
but is friendly to work with? How about one that offers great deals and
Martin.
promotions? Well, your search is over. Most Valuable Smiles.
That's your biggest mystery?
Georgia is committed to giving
Florida
you the
Defenders?
biggest and brightest smile.
Come on, guys. I know you got more stories than that. There's no way
Maybe you're looking for veneers.
you guys don't have no more stories than that.
Includes one free veneer
Saying
with
he
every
is
live
Sheriff
purchase, or
Bear.
get that bright white smile you've always wanted by taking advantage of an exclusive
Oh, yeah.
whitening treatment when you book today. Most Valuable Smiles in downtown Eatonton to lock in these exclusive
I've heard that story
deals.
too.
06-623-0318 or visit mostvaluablesmiles.com.
Superior Gas Inlet Gas is your full service propane dealer serving residential, commercial, agriculture, and recreational propane. They have a
Well, we're all living in the Matrix anyway.
heaters, gas logs, and fireplaces. They're located at 752 North Lanier Avenue, Lynette, Alabama. Open 9 to 5 daily, and their phone number is 334-644-4306.
All right, guys, let's get weird. Thank you, Share Bear, for sharing. It's going to be hard to read all that. The Bell Rock here in Coweta. Is there a Bell Witch here? Oh, there probably is a lot of Bell Witches here. You take the W out and put another, never mind. I'll check that out more and I'll let you know. I'll check out the UFOs there.
And get up to 100 megs of speed for $29.99 a month. Lock in this price, save for the whole year. It's a great value that locals love.
Are you looking for a dog trainer with positive reinforcement to help you bond with your new furry friends, or to have customized training in your own home, or wonderful group classes?
Your program needs to be rewritten. Yes. Oh, what's up, brother? Ghost Dog 614. Here's a mystery. If nothing sticks to Teflon, how does Teflon stick to the pan? Ah, mystery. We need Scooby-Doo to help out. Hey, Reggie, let's go find out. Give me some Scooby snacks. Linda Howard.
I'm offering my services as a counselor. Contact me if you need my services at my website, www.flourish2live.org, or you can reach me at my number, 470-215-0167.
I've heard that there. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Gorilla Glue. I guess that helps out too. Welcome back in. It's Weird Wednesday, and and we want to thank Creepy Confidential for being with us here momentarily. Which of these cartoon characters would be perfect for a horror villain? Bugs Bunny, 51% of the votes. 21% going to Scooby-Doo. 17% going to the Smurfs. And Tom and Jerry hit that 11% of the votes. This is all after Steamboat Willie's going to be a horror film, as well as Winnie the Pooh and his other little friends. What is other little friends? Pooh. Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. Oh, Creepy Confidential got me here. All right. Ghost Dog, do you have a story for us? Now, if you do, remember, I'll give you the number. But remember, guys, keep it clean because it's a radio show. 770-347-9947. Share Bear, you should call in and give some of that. I want to hear from you guys before the end of the hour. It's 36 minutes past the hour. I want to do some of this today with you, the listeners. Can't always read them on the poll because it just pops up and goes too fast and everything. Too shy. That's a song. Shy, too shy. Don't be too shy. It's all good. All right, speak. Go. Say this 5 times fast, Ryan. Beachgoers ended up in the middle of a hostile takeover of a swarm of dragonflies. The insects flew in the air on the beach in Rhode Island recently. We need Jason and Jason from Ghost Hunters to take this out. All people could do is just sit there and wait out it. The ocean temperatures were warmer as well. The dragonflies were there. People were sitting in the middle of those dragonflies. Once bitten, twice shy, says Mark. Randall said the real reason for the war of northern aggression was to consolidate the currency since the South had their own. Talking about the Civil War, those who don't know. So there you go. Yeah. Watch out. 770-347-9947 for those who want to call in and get some scary stories. I mean, stuck on a beach in Rhode Island with a bunch of insects flying around you. You can't move. And it's because the weather was the ocean was a little warmer. Oh, watch out. Well, it did have something to do with slavery. The Civil War did. Ghost Dog 614 says, I'm still creeped out by the Marietta, Georgia KFC chicken looking at me when I drive by. Laugh out loud. I'm scared of that too. Because it's in Marietta. Just kidding. If it was in Canton, it'd be all right. If it was in Cartersville, it'd be all right. If it was in Alpharetta, it'd be all right. Here in Noonan, it's all right. But Marietta, I'm picking. Trying to pick a chance and them over there in Marietta. Oh, well. Yep, I do know. I'm in the Atlanta area. I do know. Noonan's where I'm at. So, yeah, Marietta, yeah. But they do have a nice big diner there in Marietta. It's been featured on television before. Bankhead. That's what it should be called. What about Dalton, Georgia? Dalton, Georgia. Nice little place to go. You sent a story through the email. Let me pick that up right quick from my friend ABC, Mothman. We talked about that before here on the show with Greg TJ Justice, who I haven't had back on the show for a while. Yeah. Every time I see KFC, Buckethead goes on the radio. I know, right? Buckethead played with Guns N' Roses too. Jersey Devil. That's a good hockey team. I know what you're talking about, Share Bear. All right, come on. I'm waiting for it to come up. It's taking its time. For some reason, it takes its time to get into my email. All right. Dalton has a cool flooring store. Yes, it does, Gail. You are right. You been there before? She's in Tennessee. Take me to another. All right, the man dog. I know of a man dog. Most of these men out here are men dogs. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Look at that woman. Ruff. I'm just kidding. Oh, Lord. I guess I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff today. All right, let me go ahead. Maybe I'm going to get rid of that. Ghost Dog 614 said, and if you need a great haircut, hit up my bro Kyle at Lakeside Barbershop in Ivy, Georgia. Tell him we said, hey, we just gave him a free plug. Tell Kyle we gave him a free plug at Lakeside Barbershop in Ivy. And we want all our Georgia folks to be on this station. And listen, we'll keep you up to date on everything. Wisconsin, man dog equal is greater than werewolf. All right, since my phone doesn't work in my country, it's a letter. So here's from ABC this morning. So yesterday I was watching the Terminator animated series and the introduction of my and the QT, the introduction on my Alt key on my keyboard. And it was creepy because the introduction was about machines rising up against humans. And I thought my laptop was rising up against me. The Alt keys kept acting up randomly. Ooh, there you go. Tell him we appreciate him too. If he's a good dude, he's one of our good dudes there. Ghost Dog 614. He's a Georgia guy. So he's one of our good dudes. Matt. Where's Matt at? Warrior Defenders, that'd be a great sponsor. That would be a great sponsor. Be a great sponsor for all of us. Lakeside Barbershop should sponsor the RyanORadio Penitentiary too. Control Alt Delete's going to get you. Thank you, ABC, for that story, brother. Skinwalker Ranch. Sweetleaf says, you guys don't know how weird it is out there. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes we feel like the government's part of the Skinwalker Ranch, that they try to utilize people's fears to control them sometimes on the Navajo Nation. Whoa! Thank you, Sweetleaf, for that one. He said that is why that they have all of the different sightings from Bigfoot to UFO to paranormal there. He says some people believe and some people like me think that it's our own government here, because they're under their own government, by the way. Thank you for the story, brother. Yes, ABC, I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Did I not? I thought I put that in there. Oh, okay. That's for their inbox is full. Is getting too much mail right now. Whoever I sent that to. Probably a long time back. It's just popping up in front of me. All right, guys. That's all. A California firm wants to make sunshine in the middle of the night now. They're called Deflect Cryptic, and they're developing a novel new way of a generator that generates sunlight, kind of like the same panels, those panels we got during the day. They want to use it at night so that it'll be sunshine at night from solar panels. They're going to try to use those same solar panels at night and how to generate it. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it. That's what they're trying to do. I don't really know if they're really going to do that. So watch out for this, California. They're trying to develop a way to have sunlight in the middle of the night. Why, says Warrior Defenders. No sunshine at night. I know. You'll be wearing sunglasses at night. I wear my sunglasses. Never mind. You wear your sunglasses at night. Oh, there you go. Dalton Carpets is a good sponsor. They should be sponsoring us as a whole too, especially if you know them. See there, Pete? That's why you need to come on and be sales here at the station. You already know where to go talk to people. You can make really good money, buddy. Sell it. Anna Marie said, oh, geez, sunshine at night, that can't be good. Nope, not at all. Not at all. That's the way it is, though. Not that song. Wow. There you go. We're going to take a break, come back, shortly tell you some of the stuff that's going on before we get out of here. And stay tuned for Health, Happiness, and Harmony Hours. Terry C. said they're called streetlights, guys. Yeah, but these people trying to come up with this brand new idea of lights at night, Terry. Wow. They went to college to have lights, to create lights at night. Right? Captain Albuns, anyone here like golden teachers? Best mushroom ever. Ooh, have to try it, Captain. Captain Hot Buns in the house. Yeah. Tell them, Terry. It's called street lights. They want to take it from the sunlight like they do with solar panels and have sunlight at night. We want sunlight at night. All night long. Keeping people awake. So they never know the difference in day and night. I made them turn the street lights off in my yard. There you go. Anna Marie. Ghost Dog X614 says, if you're my neighbor and order sunlight blasting down on us at 3 a.m., oh yeah, I'll be a POD. Back in a moment. That sounds like the Hitler's death ray. It does, don't it?
It's scorching hot out there, friends. The best way to
LRAD Technology, says Share Bear.
Tree in Newton has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant alkaline water. Swing by.
Let's see here.
Easy drive-through pickup and check out their selection of health-boosting options. Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Tree in
In
Newton.
the market for either buying or selling your home, City First Mortgage Service, LLC is the first place for all your needs. Expenditures-
Now, did I take that out?
Serve you with a smile and professional courtesy.
I must have taken that out.
Florida, 770-598-0860. John D. Lewis, City First Mortgage Service, LLC. We place you first. Wishbone fried chicken is
All right, I must have taken out the.
Sweet hay here in Newton. Same great taste. The best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday.
Yep, that's it. There it is.
4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to the former.
All right, guys.
Bringing you the best chicken
Be
around.
right back.
So great. Wishbone
He got the idea from Tesla. Yep. All right, Ghost Dog X614. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being with us. I'm about to be off in a minute. You're very welcome, Creepy Confidential. Thank you again for coming on for a few minutes with us. We appreciate that. Yes, you love that wishbone. I think I had some this week already. In fact, put the poll question up. It's a chicken place here, Martin and Noonan. I love Weird Wednesdays as well. Oh, I'm hearing them voices in my head. Perfect for this Weird Wednesday. It's telling me something. It's telling me we're about to end the show. Thank you, Creepy Confidential, for being with us this morning, as well as everybody else. All right, guys, I got a short little sports update in the hour. Want to tell you that Coach Mike Norwell says he failed to prepare the Florida State Seminoles as they dropped the second week in a row to their opponents the other night, Boston College. The first week they lost to, in week 0, the Georgia Tech. He said he still believes in his players. But do your players and your school still believe in you, Coach Norwell? I don't think so. All right, tomorrow is True Crime Thursday. We'll do True Crime Show. We'll talk true crime. We'll get you all the true crime you need to know, and we'll hear from you guys as well on True Crime Thursday. Fake News Friday, we'll probably play Fake News the game this week. Says, I don't think I have a guest this week. I don't think so. But we're going to be having some more guests coming in as well. Tyreek Hill and C.D. Lewis both are up for UIP's 2024 fantasy football wide receivers in the top 75. Coming up tonight on AEW Dynamite, you've got AEW John Moxley, his new agenda, his new faction. What's going to happen there? Darby Allin responds to him. All Out lead-in show. AEW women's title on the line as Maria May defends against Nia Rose, and so much more on AEW Dynamite. Captain Hot Buns, hope everyone has a great day, he says. Not good at all. All right. See what else we got going on. It's NFL first week 1. And all 32 teams will smash pads to launch the 105th anniversary of the NFL season. 16 games are scheduled, including Thursday's opener between reigning MVP and Super Bowl champions in the league's first game in the South America as this is your team, Daniel. The Kansas City Chiefs, a.k.a. Swifties, will take on their second consecutive title defense at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time against the Baltimore Ravens and Kansas City. I think we picked last week, both Richard and I picked the Ravens going into tomorrow night. We'll talk more about that as well. And on tomorrow and Friday show, I'll give you a rundown of what we're doing, especially tomorrow. Beginning tomorrow, I'll give you a rundown of our picks to hit this week. So there you go. All right, I think that's about all I got going on. And we do appreciate everybody being with us this morning. Weird Wednesdays are fun and always extremely entertaining. And we got a lot of great people. I thank you guys for being with us again on all of our streams all over the world. We thank everybody for listening to us worldwide, nationwide, and everything. Just got a couple of things I want to announce coming up on Friday. Fostering the community here in our area, Coweta Casa presents 6 to 8 p.m. Central Baptist Church, 14 Broad Street. Be there. Also, Market Day is coming up this Saturday, September 7th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in downtown Noonan. Get out for Market Day. We kind of had a Market Day sort of the other day too. And our friends from the American Legion are going to be joining us on the show pretty soon. And next Wednesday is September 11th, 9/11. We have a special 9/11 show that I'm going to be doing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I always do a 9/11 show, and we'll be doing a special 9/11 show next week, dedicating ourselves to the heroes that went in to save and to those that passed away, remembering 9/11. That's what RyanORadio Penitentiary will be doing next Wednesday morning. Anna Marie says, Market Day, woohoo! More fun than watching the grass dry. That's right. I'm just a little bit more fun than that, Randall. Just a little bit more fun. I think watching grass dry is pretty fun myself. Take care, Cher. We appreciate your sister for being with us out of Iowa. But I just want to let everybody know we will be doing that dedication next week. So all my soldiers and my firefighters and EMTs and patrol officers, please let everybody know we're going to be doing that show next week in dedication to them and all the victims of 9/11 on next. And we're not going to shy away from it like so many other people do. Like, well, it happened back then. Let's remember and everything, but let's shy away because we might offend somebody. We're not going to shy away from something that happened on hollow grounds and everything, which is America. I know other people in other countries are like, why is that hollow grounds? Come on, it really is. For us, it is. So we'll be talking about that next Wednesday. So Monday, we'll have the return of Inside the Coach's Corner with Coach Tommy Lewis. We'll also have Twisted Tuesday. Richard Holdridge will join us, as well as movie reviews. That's sports analyst Richard Holdridge, and movie reviews with Shane B. On Wednesday, we'll have our show dedicated to, you're going to believe this one, to 9/11. True Crime Thursday, we'll have Elizabeth Sarles join us next Thursday. I think we might have a guest on 9/11. It'll be our Weird Wednesday guest, Sally Toole. And next Friday, we'll have a guest as well. So maybe a couple of guests. See you, Pete. Don't work too hard, brother. Offend everyone equally. There you go, Randall. Thank you. I always dedicate the 9/11, my show to 9/11, because I remember when it happened. It was something that was very surprising, and we're definitely going to remember that. See you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you guys being with us. Until we meet again, you know who I am. RyanORadio Penitentiary host Ryan O'Neal. You're the inmates. You're out on good behavior. Be good for the remainder of the day, or we're going to send old Jake after you to pull you back into the penitentiary and put you in a box. All right, until we meet again, peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If we don't see you again, a very, very good night. Which of these cartoon characters would make a perfect horror villain? 48% of you taking the top spot with Bugs Bunny. The Smurfs, 19% of the votes. Tom and Jerry, 13% of the votes. And Scooby-Doo, 19% of the votes. Randall, many people have said that. And we don't disregard people believing in that situation, what you just said. But we do look forward to dedicating that day. Anna and Martin, take care, says Gail. All right, there you go. Winner is Bugs Bunny. They'll probably do that. Remember, $RyanShelander, send over some cash to help a brother out on our Cash App as well as our PayPal. All right, see ya. Stay tuned for Health, Happiness, and Harmony Hour with Dr. Lewis Boynton, followed by the Bible with Bob. And then we'll follow that up with Rod Peterson, 12 to 2, 2 to 3, the Sports Beat, Richard Holder, 3 to 5, Braves Country Radio. Rick Smith taking over at 5 p.m. See you tomorrow. Bugs Bunny won. Yes. All right, I got so much going on. All right, guys. Any Drew news? Drew McIntyre and CM Punk continue their fight. So that's about it. Boy, I can't believe what's going on the Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless. I'm going to have that review on Friday. Woo! For all you soap opera fans. Until we meet again, you guys have a great day. We got somebody live coming in. Come on. Stop.